All right, today we're going to have a look at this nice Okamoto we just got in here today. It's a model 124 PSG. This is a 12 by 24 inch capacity machine. This is also, if you should note, high column. We have 24.5 inches from the top of this magnet to the center of the spindle when this is at its maximum height. And if you were to remove the chuck, you would have actually 27.5 inches. So this has extra high capacity for large mold blocks and stuff like that. So as you see, we got cooling system here, the 5 leveling discs. The bolts are in the base of the machine to level it. And it's basically a 3-axis automatic surface grinder. It's currently wired for 480 volts. And I have it running right now. Hydraulics running, the spindle is running. I just need to start the table up. And we're going to go into a cycle. And so, you know, your controls are over here for your spindle, your hydraulics, your coolant. You got to stop for the table. You got to start for the table. You have direction to start the cross slide. You have a mode. Now you can do traverse grinding like we're doing right now, or you can just do plunge grinding, which immediately stops the table. The speed of the table is controlled with this lever over here. This portion of it is hydraulic. You could stop it. And the lever next to that puts it either in this step feed mode, or you could have it continuously going back and forth with or without the table moving. This has an over-the-wheel hydraulic dresser that when it comes out, let's see if we can show you that. Stop the table. We're going to look up here. We're going to focus on this while I do a little something down here. And we have that coming out there, and I just hit my wheel because I've done this 3 or 4 times now. And so you'll notice when I go back, matter of fact, I'm going to crank it up a little bit. When I go back, it's going to automatically advance that. See that little advance that did? I'll show you that again. You come off, and that can be slowed down with this knob here. That's actually going very fast. Now when we go back, it's going to advance itself for the next dress. That's a pretty cool function there. So I'm just going to blow this dust off the magnet. So this is a Walker magnet. This is an LBP chuck. This is a fine pole, fine line going horizontally across the chuck. Very desirable, very nice. You've got in the manual mode, you've got to wrap it up and down. And you also have a manual pulse generator. As you'll see, there's no third hand wheel here. This is your third hand wheel. And we can set this to 0, and each click on here will be 1/1000. But we can go down to the next level, and then one click on here is going to be 1/10, or basically 1/10. And there's even a finer one, that's 10 millionths, if we look at this. So there's real fine control of the vertical spindle of the grinding wheel. This could take up to a 14-inch wheel, I believe. Gonna have to check with the quotation. A 5-inch bore on the inside. Oil and hydraulics are all in the base of the machine, which kind of, after it's been running all morning long, you kind of warm up the thermal, can't think of the word right now, but it all warms up nice. It works better. It's amazing. So that's about it. Let me, I'll do a quick cycle for you. Let's pick a plunge grinding cycle that feeds on both sides. So what you want to do here is use your manual pulse generator. Well, let's say you wrap it first. We come down, get close to the part, and then we switch over here to the hand thing, and we come down, and we go even slower until we touch the part and it sparks. And we set this to 0, and I say, well, I need to take 10/1000ths off, so I put 10/1000ths right there. That's 10/1000ths, and now I'm going to start my table, and since I'm doing plunge, The saddle's not going to move. I'll speed it up a little bit. And right now it's not in the automatic cycle yet until I switch this down into auto. And then you're going to see that count down here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And when we get 1,000ths away, according to my little program, I'm going to start feeding in tenths down to the last 0. And then our empty spark out passes and the machine comes to a halt. Well, that's the Okamoto 1224, excuse me, Okamoto surface grinder. Thank you very much.